You're listening to the Davey Mac Sports Program on the Riotcast Network, riotcast.com.
Okay, folks, March 11th, Bonnie and I will be doing a live podcast from the Village Underground, a live My Wife Hates Me. Please go to ComedyCellar.com. Under feature events, you can buy your tickets. It is March 11th, 8 o'clock. We will have a celebrity guest marriage counselor come in. It's going to be great. It's going to sell out. So get your tickets now. ComedyCellar.com. Feature event, live podcast.
Oh, man.
What's wrong, Pepper?
Davey Mac, I'm looking to buy a new car, and the process is just such a hassle. There's got to be a better way.
Oh, there is. TrueCar.com. At TrueCar.com, you can actually see what others paid for the car you're looking for in your area, so you know when you're getting a great price. Pepper, TrueCar.com.
So I have to go to TrueCar.com, and it'll make this process easier?
Easy peasy. Go to TrueCar.com, get a savings certificate, and just take your savings certificate to the TrueCar certified dealer, so you don't need to worry about the hassle and anxiety of the old way of buying a car. And TrueCar users save an average of $3,000 off MSRP, Pepper.
$3,000? I've only just heard of TrueCar.com, and I feel my anxiety disappearing.
I have no anxiety because of TrueCar.com. Why wouldn't you go? Negotiation-free, guaranteed savings, hassle-free experience, and a TrueCar certified dealer that is committed to a new and better way to buy a car. Save time, save money, never overpay. TrueCar.com.
Davey Mac, I'm going to TrueCar.com right now.
Great job, Pepper.
Now there's a steal by Bird. Underneath the DJ, lays it in. Right out, 1 second left. Down goes Freezer. Down goes Freezer. Down goes Freezer. Oh, a spectacular move by Michael Jordan. Oh, wow.
In your life have you seen anything like that?
Wide right.
Little roller up along first. Behind the bag. It gets through Buckner. Here comes Knight, and the Mets win it.
Oh, the band is out on the field. He's going to go in the end zone. He's going to go in the end zone. The Bears have won. The Bears have won. Oh, my God. You believe in miracles? Yes.
It's the Davey Mac Sports Program on riotcast.com. And here's your host, Davey Mac.
That's what I like to hear. That's it.
Buzz, buddy.
That's it.
Good time. Good times tonight, huh?
Good
Great time.
Great time tonight.
Great time.
Yeah, oh my God. It's all about me. Feel good. Not bad. Got me a little beer. Eastside Dave McDonald, Davey Mac Sports Program on the old riotcast.com.
Yeah.
And I am your host, Davey Mac, the sports master.
He's the one to read that after.
With me, as always, unto my left.
Sure.
Oh, the Xanax, the 10 Xanax I've taken are kicking in. It's Chris Pepper Stanley.
Yeah. You got a Xanax. You got to have a beer then.
I know.
Kickstart it.
I know.
Don't do that. That's a bad idea.
We also have with us the master engineer extraordinaire, 10-time Wimbledon champion, Shadow. This man needs no introduction. I'm not going to give him one because he's still eating snacks. His name is Roy Schaefer.
What happened to Zach Schaefer?
Zach Schaefer apparently has been given the week off. He's now just sitting creepily behind us. That's probably his best role. Just sit there, stare at everyone, creep them out. Kind of like the Gimp in Pulp Fiction at some point. And we also have a very
Sitting
special...
in with the band.
Sitting in with the band. I was, getting to that. I was actually...
Roy's helping.
I was in the middle of actually saying that. Thanks, Roy.
You're welcome.
Okay. We have a special guest tonight with us. Dave, the guitarist accountant.
Davey Richter.
Dave Richter, everybody. That sounded good, brother.
Nasty.
Do that again. Let's go. And why are you an accountant? So once
Give up the account.
give up that fucking X's and O's, pencil pushing. Who needs that shit?
Yeah.
You're fucking better than Stevie Ray Vaughan,
it
and
up.
you don't have that gay cowboy hat that you used to wear.
I thought it looked cool.
I like the fact that we have an annual guest in Dave Richter. He comes
Once
in
a year.
once a year to do
You see him once a
Shauno's
year.
taxes. Hey, I swear to God, that's not the joke, folks.
Nope.
He comes in once a year to do Shauno's taxes, but he says, I'm going to bring the fucking guitar and sit on the show.
Yeah, baby.
And none of us say anything. We're just like, okay, he's here. And of course,
It's our tradition.
by the way, we didn't even mention sitting behind us, the sports doctor, Christina, in the house.
Yeah, sports therapist.
So she's there. She doesn't have a microphone, so she won't be very audible. But she is there. Christina, why don't you say hello to everybody?
Loudly.
Yeah!
Doubt that got picked up by the mic.
Well, a little fat point guard in New York just got arrested for having guns.
Don't badmouth his weight. He's working on it.
Raymond Felton of the Knicks, as if the Knicks aren't a debacle enough.
Woodson's out this
Their
right?
little
next week,
fatso,
maybe?
fat Albert fucking point guard, Raymond Felton. I've never seen a tubbier point. It's like a mini Charles Barkley out there for the Knicks.
I like that he got busted for pulling a gun on his girlfriend and he's still married.
Good for him, huh? That's what everyone should do. I wish I could pull my gun on lots of people. Hey-o is right. No, I mean, this is just a perfect example. James Dolan, the owner of the Knicks, he has totally destroyed the organization. He's the Daniel Snyder of the NBA. They don't know what they're doing. They just gave Raymond Felton a gigantic contract, by the way.
Yeah, and he's going to get paid.
And remember who they could have spent that money on. Little nice Jeremy Lin. little Christian Jeremy Lin of Linsanity
he
fame.
doesn't have any gun charges?
No gun
Down
charge.
south?
No. He might have.
Rockets?
He might have done some Buddha praying like incorrectly or something. But as far as I know, no weapons charges for Jeremy Lin. And I loved Linsanity, and there we go.
We all did. Everyone loved Linsanity.
Now, the big thing is that, and this happened before the gun charges, so now you got to think they'd be heating this shit up, and that is Knicks thinking about trading Felton for Rajon Rondo of the Boston Celtics, who is the top 5 point guard in the NBA, no question.
Oh, no, Rondo's the man. The Knicks are just snake bit for real, man.
I wouldn't say the man, because I would say Chris Paul is the man, the best point guard.
For the Knicks, Rondo's the man.
Yeah, for the Knicks, Rondo would be the man.
Shumpert also was supposed to get traded right before the deadline.
Wouldn't trade Shumpert because he's
he also got injured right before it.
too good of a defensive player. But why not Rondo? The Celtics are going nowhere, said they'd get draft picks. Smart decision for them. Knicks get rid of their little fatso, gun-toting, Wild Western Raymond Felton.
Not now.
I'm Raymond Felton. Bang, bang. Woo, boom, boom. I need guns. Guess what, Raymond Felton? No one is going to break into your house. I can understand when some, famous football players, they feel threatened and this guy lives in a beautiful place and he's Raymond Felton. Except for our show, no one knows who Raymond Felton is.
Well, now people do. Just New
Raymond
York.
Felton's mom is unsure of who Raymond Felton is. I can tell you, he's a little fat point guard for the Knicks. I want him out! Get him out! I'll go into my Mad Dog zone. Get him out of here! Get him out! Get him out of here today!
Calm down, Mike.
I'm Chris.
Okay, Chris, yeah.
Yeah, Mike is my
Whatever,
partner, you
whatever.
son of a bitch. Dog, I absolutely concur with your assessment of Raymond Felton, dog.
Since you're off TV, you think you're going to get back with Chris?
Let's face it, Pep, I'm never getting back on television. Actually, Mike just said he signed a big TV deal today.
What, will you stream?
I know. It actually helps us and Deadspin out. And I do have to take, us have to take credit for this. 2008, we were on the Mike Francesa bandwagon.
Wait, for everyone.
Look at the tapes, and you can hear the Davey Mac on XM, before a merger, XM satellite radio. taking shots at Mike Francesa. And then when I interviewed Drew McGarry, the very famous writer for Deadspin, and I'm like talking about Mike Francesa, he's like, yeah, well, everyone makes fun of Francesa now. And I just felt, oh, good. So I'm a dickweed, huh? I'm a dick. I started you, Deadspin.
No, dude. McGarry's made a lot of good points. You're just one of many.
I want to give a shout out to a special individual who is now a Davey Mac Sports Program fan. Well, folks, we've been retweeted. Twitter.com/EastsideDave is my account. There's an unofficial fan account that's Davey Mac Show, but that's unofficial. Anyway, Matthew Modine retweeted something.
It was a Photoshop.
A Photoshop of me and of Matthew Modine and Stanley Kubrick, and then me laughing at them, and then saying, "Isn't Stanley Kubrick stupid or something?" And Matthew Modine, for some reason, found that funny.
Funny enough to retweet it.
Retweeted and favored it. Andre Brown, the running back for the Giants. What happened with him?
You visited him, and you
I
got a
visited him.
retweet.
At the used car lot, right?
At a used car lot, Shawno. 52 points. Well, we've just got now followers on the Davey Mac Show Twitter account, which again is unofficial, run by fans, but also on the East Side Dave at East Side Dave account. That individual's name is Mr. Hollywood himself, Tom Green, ladies and gentlemen.
Really?
That's a true story.
Tom Green's a fan of ours.
And I'm so happy
What
because
up, Tom?
all we
Tom
do
Green, I love
is
you.
take shots at people. The ESPNs, the thing. And we've never taken a shot at Tom Green, and we're not going to start.
Well, why would we? We like Tom Green.
Fuck it. I'm going to fucking plug Tom Green, motherfucker. I saw a show that he's now doing on Access. Is that what it's called?
Access, yeah.
He interviewed Norm Macdonald for an hour. Norm, I believe, was a little drunk, Peppy Hamburger.
Don't say that. You don't have any proof of that.
I have to tell you, it was one of the best hours of just a fucking interview show. He was. Tom had given him before the show an e-cig. He smoked it the entire show.
That's sick.
I
would too.
Never having smoked one, Tom Green goes, "You're really enjoying that e-cig, aren't you?" And Norm Macdonald goes, "Yeah, never really had one of these before." Fucking greatest thing. So I really want to thank Tom Green for following us.
Well, don't you have another Tom
That's
Green story when he
fantastic.
did Unmasked on Sirius XM?
No, refresh me. What did I do?
You attempted to shake his hand, and then you made him shake your hand instead of letting it be an awkward moment.
Right. He wasn't looking. Is that what happened?
Yeah. You put your hand out to shake his hand,
Yeah.
and he missed it.
He
and
missed
then you
it.
kept your hand out and insisted that he shake your hand.
That's right. Yeah, I did that dick move. I put the hand out. He just kind of looked around. There was a zillion people there, and I refused to move. And finally, he's like, I have to shake this redheaded weirdo's fucking hand. And I got him.
It's a moment.
That was my one moment. My other, of course, infamous moment was the Jimmy Fallon thing, where I had an argument with a guest of Unmasked
Which
after
you were a
the show,
producer for.
which I was a producer at the time for. When I said he mentioned he loved Dr. Demento, who's a famous DJ in L.A. who plays novelty songs like Weird Al, and I said I have the 25th anniversary of Dr. Demento on tape. It's great, and he goes, there's no such thing. It was the 25th. And I go, what are you talking about? Yes, I have the 25th anniversary. Jimmy Fallon goes, absolutely not. If there was, I would own it. And I went to fucking eBay the next day, and there it was! A 25th fucking anniversary! I am the goddamn Dr. Demento Master!
Master!
Bragging about
He's
that?
the one we dement ourselves after!
I invent tax accountants who somehow randomly show up and play guitar. Master!
Master! Master! He's the one that we do our taxes after!
Look at the guy behind us! Is he not a fucking creep? That's why they call me the goddamn Creep Master!
That's
Creep
true.
Master! Creep Master! He's the one that we Minecraft after!
Who the hell is this
Minecraft
woman?
Master?
Who is she? And why is she sitting behind the drums? That's why I'm the Confused Master!
Confusion Master! Confusion Master! We are the ones
Master?
we're confusion after!
Thank you for that last. And you know what? That last one was the smoothest one you did yet.
We're off the rails tonight, aren't we?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Let's get all the drugs and
when-
booze we can get.
Well, that's
and
always good.
pile it into our systems. Shawno, I may be staying over, and I'm going to call your family right now. Hey,
All right.
kids, Skylar, Fred, what are your kids' names again?
Gary. Jimbo.
Jimbo, Daddy's gonna be a little bit late tonight. All right. Don't stay up. Put on fucking Crash Box.
It's one bad hit, huh? That's all
My
it takes?
kids are loving. Yeah, it's fine. My kids are loving. Get that thing out again. Let me get another thing. What? It's fresh air in here. My Crash Box. You guys ever hear that?
What the hell is a Crash Box?
It's my kids are so into Crash Box, and I try to then explain to them. I go, this is a ripoff of Brain Games. Remember the old '80s Brain Games thing?
Yes.
Anyone?
Now.
Christina, you remember that? Brain.
Yeah.
Oh, Brain Games.
No, but it was
not
like
the Nat Geo.
It was
the
like an interstitial on HBO.
The HBO
Yeah,
Brain
Games is now over.
Watch Crash Box, exact same show. The problem is you can't explain to a 4 and 5-year-old what ripping off means. So I'm like,
start early.
I'm like, fucking Crash Box is ripping off Brain Games, kids. They're like, what? They're ripping? You mean like paper? I'm like, forget it. Just watch your fucking show.
You dropped the F-bomb?
No, I don't really. But I do go friggin' sometimes. I'm like, hey,
edgy.
Who's friggin'? Who broke the friggin' bottle of Jameson's again? Oh, that's right, Daddy did.
Yeah.
Daddy. Bron James, he broke his nose. Serge Ibaka of the Oklahoma City Thunder did it.
Gave it to
The
him.
guy's known to be a bit of a brute, so they're wondering if they did it on purpose. But now LeBron says he will be playing on Thursday against the Knicks, and he will be wearing what I refer to as the fart mask.
That clear.
It's the clear fart mask.
God.
Yeah. That just is supposed to protect your face. Or put farts in your mouth.
I would say Bill Laimbeer kind of invented the mask in the NBA. That was in the late 80s. I don't recall. I'm sure there's someone out there who probably had a mask first, but I remember Bill Laimbeer in the late 80s. Now, of course, also a Detroit Piston, early 2000s, Rip Hamilton.
Yeah.
On the Pistons championship team, in fact.
That was a great team.
Yeah, and then Rip Hamilton got because they beat the Shaq and Kobe Lakers, who were going for Title IV.
Yeah, I was actually talking about that team like over the weekend, just talking about how great Ben and Rasheed Wallace were and how dominating they were.
Ben Wallace was the best.
He was the scariest black man at the time.
And so was Rasheed Wallace. They had scary fucking. They were the Raiders of the goddamn NBA. Like, I do not want to be playing the DJ. And they're from fucking Detroit.
Yeah,
like they had,
it's
no
awesome.
one wanted anything to do with it. Even Kobe's like, just have this NBA championship.
Take it. Just take
You
it.
guys had this one. Shaq and I got 3. We're good. So I remember Laimbeer having the mask, Rip Hamilton having the mask, a few other guys. Hamilton started wearing it then every playoff season after they won in the NBA Finals, just to have good luck. Just
Just weird superstition.
weird fucking shit. Also, I want to say this: the Sacramento Kings suck dick.
Duh.
And Dave Richter, I'm going to put you on the spot right now. I want you to compose a nice little song with the assistance of your friend Roy Schaefer. And should Sean O want to play drums, he's more than inclined. I want you to compose a song about how much the Sacramento Kings suck and how much the city of Sacramento does not deserve a basketball team.
And call it Sacktown.
Go ahead, please. This is starting to sound good. I'm looking for some vocals now.
Lyrics?
Roy, lyrics?
Oh, you Sacramento suckers.
Say Sacktown.
Oh, you Sacramento suckers. I hate you, you suck. You Sacramento suckers.
Sacramento suckers! Sacramento suckers! The Sacramento suckers! Suckers! Suck, 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 suck! If I should fall the grace of God, when no doctor can relieve me, if I'm buried beneath the God, and just only see me, let me go, boys, let me go, boys. Let me go out in the morning, rivers always drag. The smiles of the man, always doctor can relieve me. I'm under the down, and it's always see me, let me go, boys, let me go, boys. Let me go out in the morning, rivers always drag. Dave Richter! God, when no doctor can relieve me, if I'm buried beneath the sand. Angels won't receive me, let me go, boys, let me go, boys. Let me go out in the morning, rivers always dry. One more! Go, boys, let me go, boys. Let me go out in the morning, rivers always dry. Oh, yeah. The soothing sounds of the Davey Mac Sports Program.
What other sports shows are going to do that?
Dave Richter on guitar, another round of applause. Zach on the cast!
Yeah, Zach!
Sports therapist! Shut up!
Hey,
Roy
my shit?
Want to play the intro music too?
Oh God. Jim Harbaugh.
Well, no, the reason I actually brought up the Sacramento for a reason. That bullshit fucking whatever it was called the NBA All-Star Weekend, where the city of Sacramento didn't even pack it out. The goddamn thing is a waste. I'm watching the dunk contest saying, A, this is the worst thing I've ever seen, but B, the fans are not into it. The city of Sacramento hates, as far as I'm concerned, basketball. Take them out. Put them in Seattle. The city of Seattle should have never lost a fucking NBA team. They're a great sports city.
You know what's weird? The Thunder can technically have a title because the Supersonics won one.
Well, can you imagine? Well, Durant
What a
started
joke.
his rookie year
Yeah.
was on the Sonics.
Yeah.
I
He
mean,
was drafted by the Sonics.
I as a sports fan who is passionate about sports, I can't possibly imagine anything that would want me to put a gun to my head more than, for instance, the Cleveland Browns, right?
Yeah.
They go to Baltimore, they get Ray Lewis, and win the fucking championship. That was the Browns!
Immediately.
That was the Cleveland Browns. That should not have been the Ravens winning that fucking Super Bowl. And it would have been their only Super Bowl. They won championships with Jim Brown, but that was fucking Super Bowl era.
Yeah.
So, get him out!
Yeah.
Where's the bat?
Smoking that weed, right? Well, the Thunder.
I did not see this past episode of True Detective.
You didn't?
Oh man,
So-
Yellow King.
Do not tell me what happened.
Don't scream Yellow King.
The
at him.
Yellow King.
Not here nor on the Watchers, which we plan to do immediately
Dude,
after.
can I at least tell you a couple things?
Yeah. Tell me.
Titties.
Titties?
Oh,
A lot
yeah.
of them.
Lots of titties.
Okay.
Like rough graphic sex.
Rough graphic sex.
Yep.
It's almost like a rape.
Okay. Well, now I'm really interested, Pepper Stanley. Once you bring in rape, Davey Mac's ears perk up. What can I tell you?
Fist fights.
Yeah. So, by the way, The Watchers is our movie show that we do once a month. So it's also on iTunes and EastsideDaveCountry.com.
Oscar special.
You go to EastsideDaveCountry.com. You can watch. You can listen to the fucking Watchers. You can listen to the fucking Davey Mac Sports Program without even fucking doing it.
What website do I go to?
EastsideDaveCountry.com.
Oh, that's weird. I've never been there.
But we also like Ridecast.com too. And speaking of the Kings too, do you remember the name Jimmer Fredette? Pepper, this is for you. There's no way I'm going to Roy on this one.
I don't remember Jimmer Fredette, no.
No, really?
No.
Shono.
Polo.
You're close.
He's a basketball player
Hey, for what?
for the San Diego Spurs.
San Diego Spurs.
Well, hey, citizens of San Antonio, apparently you lost your goddamn team. Yep, they moved your beloved Spurs to fucking San Diego.
Shocking how crazily wrong Roy could be on a
Get the
weekly
same
basis.
part right.
Roy got the fact that he is a basketball player, and I actually thought he was going to get the right.
Well, I knew he was going to
city.
be a basketball player, but I didn't go deep into it.
He's on the Sacramento Kings, and they're getting rid of him. He's shooting 49.3% from three, which is the best among NBA players with 70 attempts. And the thing about Jimmer Fredette is in college, he was on BYU putting fucking 40 points up a night. It was like every fucking night. And you wonder, why can this guy not perform in the NBA? Is he too slow? And let's face it, he is a Caucasian. And let's double face
That's
it.
why I shouldn't do it.
Let's double face it as if because you a little bit of the edge, the intensity comes off you as an athlete if you're Caucasian. I'm sorry, but that's just the truth.
What if you smoke angel dust?
He's that's true. He's also Mormon, so more points come on. Yeah.
You don't have the competitive edge if you're Mormon.
No, he's nothing. He takes the basketball and go, here, you take it. You take it. You score the basket. You score. I don't need it. I'm a Mormon.
I have to ask my wives if
I
what
just
should
like
I do.
Jesus. Shit.
Special magic
Wait, is he
underwear.
gay too?
Yeah, I just like sucking dick and
Is
all
he gay
that.
Mormon?
I don't even want to be in the basketball court. I just want to suck Kobe off. When do we get to play the Lakers? I'm sick of it. He's still hurt? Is Andrew Bynum still on the Lakers? He got a big 7-foot black dick, Pep.
This is uncomfortable.
So, you just keep it together, sports therapist. As for Zach, what is he doing with his hand and leg?
Zach,
You were going like this.
Zach's
for the audience.
masturbating.
You were at least pantomiming masturbating. And the weird thing is, with no comedic purpose. Like, none of us were looking at you. You were listening to the Jimmer Fredette sucking black dick segment, and you started jerking off. Did everyone take Xanax? Has everyone overdosed on drugs tonight, or is that just me?
It's just you, brother.
Okay, because I feel fucking crazy. I just need to know if everyone else is fucked up. Because I'm fucked up. The point is this, Peppy Ham.
Yeah.
You're going to be a white guy, play a little baseball or golf.
Bowling and
Guy loves
hockey.
a round ball.
This fucking Jimmer Fredette averaged like 38 points in Division I college.
Yeah, but he's also now playing against how many guys from Division I going to the NBA? Now he's playing against everyone who made it to the NBA. I mean, it just happens with some dudes.
That's true. But here's the thing that the Davey Mac is a firm believer in. The slow Caucasian who, yes, can play no defense, is almost useless except for one thing. He sits on the right corner of the three-point line
And drills it.
And just drills it every single time. Kobe gets doubled, LeBron gets doubled, they pass it out. You know who had that? Michael fucking Jordan had it with his first three-peat in John Paxton. Loved it so much, his second three-peat, Paxton was retired, and he said, I need me a slow white Caucasian, and got Steve Kerr.
There you go.
Same thing. Steve Kerr played no defense. Neither John. They just sat there at the three-point line. Jordan, everyone swarmed on him. Boom, three, bam.
Feed him. Feed the white man.
That's exactly what the fucking Knicks need, too.
A white man.
They don't need little fatso gun-toting Raymond Felton, that's for sure.
I doubt he's going to be there for long. Well, who's going to take him?
By the way, I have to make a confession on my way up. I always listen to the SiriusXM app, but my
What's
phone,
that?
my phone. Oh, it's a wonderful app that I have on my old little telly. I listen to all the.
Is it like Temple Run?
It's kind of like Temple Run, and I put on a little wait, don't tell me on the NPR station. It's great. It's like a game show, and you got Paula Poundstone. It's fucking awesome, baby.
People love that show.
Anyway, but my phone itself wasn't working, so I did listen to Mr. Francesa on the drive up, and there was a caller, Vinny from the Bronx, who called up Mike Francesa and goes, "Hey, Mike, yeah, I'm hoping that all of these gun charges on Felton stick, and they throw the book at him." Francesa goes, now why is that? They go, well, we just need a better point guard. Mike's like, so you want this man to go to prison for 15 years? You know, you can just trade for a point guard.
Well, Vinny's also a racist.
Holy fuck.
And the Italians left in the Bronx are racists.
Sometimes I have to admit, I can understand why Mike falls asleep and gets upset on the air.
Dealing with idiots?
The people who call his show are fucking brain dead. Like, we're on Sirius. We are now back on Sirius XM.
Bring that shit.
And people were tweeting me the on demand. The show wasn't on demand. It was on my on demand.
It was on demand 20 minutes after the show was.
Yeah, so the show is on my. Oh,
and the replay is
they're
on
looking
Monday
for the first show back on demand. I don't know. We'll try and figure it out. What do you want from us? We'll figure it out. But anyway, yeah, I mean, at least our callers at SiriusXM are drunk. They have a good fucking excuse.
Like a guy like Salty.
Yeah, they're on drugs and they're drunk.
Yeah, Saturday night.
Right.
It's Saturday 8 o'clock. Everyone's hammered.
This was 2:45 p.m. Hey, Mike, what I was thinking is it'd be cool if they put Raymond Felton in the electric chair. And maybe this way it frees up some cap space. So we can get Rondo and maybe a second-round draft pick. Oh, yeah, not a bad idea. So you're thinking kill him with capital punishment. Yeah, that's not a terrible idea. By the way, Mike is so great. He can never give a compliment to a caller. So instead of saying, hey, good idea.
He hates the callers.
He hates them. So instead of saying, good call, listen for, he'll just go, that's not terrible. It's like the most deflating thing in the world. Like, you have a good point. You've thought of something. You've taken the time to fucking dial WFAN, sit on hold for an hour and a half. That's not terrible.
Thanks for nothing, Mike.
Hey, Mike, I was thinking, I'm going to mail you a $2 million check. Don't worry, I'm good for it. Not a terrible idea.
Hey, Mike, I figured out cold fusion.
Huh. Not a terrible idea,
What?
Pepper. Not a terrible idea, Pep. He's figured out cold fusion. Let me see. Cold fusion. He's figured out cold. Not terrible.
Free energy for the world.
Free energy. Let me think. Free energy. Free. Not a terrible idea. Free energy. Not terrible. Not terrible. Eddie, call up Dog, see if he wants to get back together. We'll call it Mike and the Mad Dog and the Free Energy Show. Not a terrible idea.
That was my idea.
Not terrible either. Hey, Eddie, go fuck yourself.
I hope he jumped out of that. He's on fucking to the restroom.
Oh, this radio program is the only thing that keeps me sane anymore.
Yeah? I figured that.
Kill myself.
You gonna kill yourself?
No.
You said that.
You're
out
smarter
loud,
than
yeah.
Mike.
Yeah, I heard
I
that.
didn't. It was fucking Zach and his fucking fucked up Xanax talk. His name even sounds like Xanax.
No, it doesn't. Not at all.
Zach. Zach, reach into the front pocket of my coat. I need one more of those pills.
No, he doesn't. Zach, don't do that.
What was it? Hall of Fame shortstop Ozzie Smith is leading a campaign to collect 1,000 signatures to make the opening day of baseball a federal day off holiday.
Yes. Thank you, Ozzy. Thank you so much.
By the way,
This guy.
I never liked Ozzie fucking Smith. Now I goddamn do.
Never liked Ozzie Smith?
Fucking mediocre hitter at best. I know he was the wizard in the field.
He was amazing.
I love you could do a backflip.
Yes, that was
Yeah, I
ridiculous.
love
I
that.
loved Ozzie Smith as a
See?
kid.
Backflip was cool. There's no question about it. And
You can't take it away, man.
definitely during the All-Star game, you're like, look at this guy. None of these other All-Stars can flip.
Yeah.
Hey, Keith Hernandez, flip, you fucking asshole.
He's just blasting rails. He doesn't have any time to flip anything.
Smoking cigarettes.
I ain't flipping shit. Davey Mac, gonna be on Seinfeld next week.
I got a 3-episode run.
What do you got, Ozzy?
Wayne's not gonna date a black guy.
I think Ozzie Smith's daughter was like on American Idol too one year, which is really sad. 'cause
Congratulations.
I watch American Idol still after all these years.
It's still on.
Boy, was I fucking pissed. That's great American Idol music. Yeah, I like it, Roy. You gotta do that. That part. That's more of a church song. All right, don't worry about it. Don't worry. So, do you think there's any chance that we'll have a national holiday for opening day?
100% lock it up.
If we can't get Monday after the fucking Super Bowl, what the shit is going on with your hair, Pepper? When did fucking 1977 Elvis walk into the room?
I wish.
No one let Pepper go to the toilet with a fucking peanut butter sandwich. I want to see him alive next week.
Zach,
Or
let me
this.
get that. Let me get those pills from Dave's pocket.
Zach, get the fucking pills out.
Let me give him some bananas and some peanut butter.
Elvis is a fucking freak.
Elvis was the man.
Peanut butter, bananas.
Everybody goes to
He
peanut
was so rich and decadent. He could do whatever he wanted.
I like the part when he got into karate, and he didn't tell anyone, and he was like, he's fucking.
He was high all the time.
Hunka burning love. Hey-ya! Everyone's like, what the fuck was that?
That was like at the height of his drugs, too.
Like, isn't this song from like 1956? There was no fucking karate back then. It's just a hunka burning love. What's the top? Well, okay, Elvis has lost his fucking mind. No wonder he's gonna be dead. Elvis died in 1977 in August. I was born in November 1977. I personally believe his spirit entered mine, and I am the reincarnation of Elvis Presley.
What?
What, you say? All the mind, feel my temperature rising. Higher and higher, I got a mood in my soul. Burn, 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 I got a clean me. I got a pepper dick in my hole. Come on, right, here we go. We keep me learning harder, like a thorn that is in the fire. I would not light a fire, burning love, burning love. Come on, Roy. Ooh, ooh, ooh. I feel my temperature rising. Zach the intern is freaking me out. I'm on the pills of Xanax, my head is swimming. It looks like Shawno's got 6 arms. You keep me going higher, like a bones on an illusion. And the pepper got a cock in the fire, burning low. I I'm just a hooker, burning la. I'm just a hooker, burning la. I got Oh. Dave Richter singing on guitar. Roy Schaefer, Sean O. Oh, god damn.
Davey Presley has left the building.
That's fucking A, dog. So the Brooklyn Nets, in a very shameless PR move, have signed Jason Collins, who came out of the closet during the offseason. They've signed him to a whopping 10-day contract.
Well, they need a big man.
10 days. You know what that means, right? We want to sell a lot of fucking gay jerseys. That's exactly what it means. I think, what did they say? He's number 98. So you know that,
I think his numbers are going to change, too. I think he had to take another number in the first night he played.
Listen, Davey Mac prediction, okay? What are Roy and Sean O doing there? Are they smoking pot in the studio and they're not sharing? Because this cannot be allowed.
You got any extra e-cigarettes?
Yeah, I need an e-cig. Hey, Roy, by the way, that was the best Christmas present of all time.
Thank you, Dave.
And I lost it after 2 days. So
It lasted 2 days?
Yeah, maybe all you gotta find under Stanley's pillow.
it's great because I realized, yeah, I know I will. My kids just steal shit from me now.
Yeah, he won't be smoking. He just hiding
I
it.
feel like my house is the Watergate Hotel, and like there's a break-in constantly with flashlights and evil Republicans, and I don't know what's happening, but everything's fucking missing. I walk in one day, I'm turning on the TV, the fucking thing's gone. I'm just watching the wall. Well, I guess I'll just imagine the Olympics. Oh, the curling team won. Anyway, so well, what the fuck were we talking about?
Careful.
What was it again?
That beer bottle almost fell.
No, but what were we saying?
Doesn't matter anymore, brother.
No, so
Nets, the
Jason
Nets.
Collins, 98. But again, the 10-day contract does not sit well with me because I
He
honestly
ain't gonna last
believe-
past 10 days. I mean, I think the guy's straight. I think the gay coming out as gay was a publicity stunt.
I love that. Please, someone quote that.
Quote it.
Send it to
I think
Deadspin.
he's straight.
If there is one thing that will get us bad press, but a lot of press, which I don't give a fuck about, it's what that gentleman just said. I don't think Jason Collins is gay.
I don't.
I think he's doing it for PR purpose.
He definitely is. He wasn't getting fucking picked up without being gay.
He might have experimented in college.
This is the type of stuff that, yes, we would be fired. Imagine if we were at AM radio. Hey, listen, that fucking gay guy ain't gay at all. He ain't.
Why
It's
is that
all-
bad? I'm just calling the guy a liar.
He does have a twin brother who's straight, apparently. You know.
Now you're helping me now.
Imagine if he was gay and Jason Collins was straight. Oh,
And they had sex with each other?
Oh, well, that would be incest and weird. No, I wasn't thinking that.
I guess it would be rape incest. If one's from straight.
So it just feels like. By the way, with Jason Collins, number 98 jersey going through the roof. Another prediction: the RuPaul jerseys will be going through the roof instantly. Thank you very much, Roy Schaefer. So anyway, what else do you have, Peppy Hamburger? Anything?
Jim Harbaugh. Have you heard this news?
What's going on with this loud house motherfucker now?
Jim Harbaugh
This
almost got
fucking-
traded to the Browns for draft picks.
You know what I would do? Put him in as QB. Hey, the fucking team hasn't had a quarterback since Bernie Kosar.
Yeah, Jim Harbaugh. The 49ers took. They were like, yeah, Browns, don't talk to us. What do you got for us?
Well,
and now he's not talking to the GM of the 49ers, Harbaugh.
Well, why would he? That's
He's
dude,
not long for it.
You can never underestimate the absolute stupidity of management and ownership when they think that talent is easy, and when people are proving themselves time and time and time and time again for fucking
Calm
years.
down. Calm down. We just got back to Sirius XM.
No, I'm saying the man's made 3 NFC championship games in a row. You're a general manager of the fucking 49ers, and you're going to give him a hard
He
time?
lost 2 of them.
Fuck
and
you.
then lost in the Super Bowl.
He won 1. I know, but you got to build. But the 49ers, Pepper, were shit since basically Steve Young left.
No, Harbaugh
It was a
came
solid. It was nearly 20 years. I know they had a little success with Jeff Garcia and bullshit.
Jeff Garcia.
But the 49ers were a. You could say the 49ers, the Cowboys, and Steelers, maybe. Class of the NFL. By the way, 3 teams I don't necessarily root for, but I'll admit, class of the NFL. That was done until Harbaugh returned.
I think it was a crazy thing for them to do, and I don't see how it ever happened, which obviously it didn't. But the
has happened though.
Gruden.
John Gruden got traded in Ozzie Guillen in baseball.
No, but I just think it wasn't going to happen because it's the Browns, and Harbaugh still does have success.
Harbaugh is fucking great. Listen,
He's a psychopath.
I don't know who made those last 2 or 3 calls in the Super Bowl. Why you had the guy who can run better throwing that shitty fade fucking throw that I hate that never works.
Well, dude, in the NFC Championship game this year. They
did it again.
The first half of the second half of the whole goddamn game was a nightmare. The first half of the game, they were running the Seahawks because Kaepernick was running the goddamn ball.
Yeah, well, what I'm saying
and they didn't have any more running plays with Kaepernick until the last drive.
Right, but I'm saying in the Super Bowl, you might be a little hazy on this because you were very blacked out.
Yeah,
right?
I was blacked out for the Super Bowl. 2 years ago.
At least
2
you made
years
it.
ago.
So, do you recall the last series with Kaepernick?
I remember the last play. He ripped a big run, right?
No. Thus, they would have won the game, Pep. If he ripped a big run.
Well, no. He went to the fourth down. And he missed the
They had the ball on first and goal.
Yes, yeah.
Oh, okay. So they kept doing the fade throw. When you have Colin Kaepernick, why do you have a fade? You do a little bootleg. You try and get him in with the legs, or if there's not the guy, you get the tight end in the back of the end zone. Does Davey Mac have to do everything? Zach, from now on, you're coaching the goddamn 49ers. I'm trading you for Harbaugh. Which means Harbaugh is going to have to sit creepily on this couch now every week.
He's going to be loud. He's going to be a lot louder than Zach.
Imagine if Jim Harbaugh was here. He'd be yelling at us the whole show.
Yeah, no.
What are you guys doing?
He'd get a ball thrown at him.
Listen, Harbaugh. This is our fucking
Get
show.
off our back, Harbaugh.
We should have never made that trade. We should have kept Zach.
Was so much better.
Zach was so much more fun. He had Mike's Hard Lemonade. This guy's got a fucking whistle, this Harbaugh character.
He keeps wearing the same clothes, too.
Yeah, I know. What's with the fucking slacks? Harbaugh.
Well, he says it makes it easier for him to coach if he doesn't have to think about what he wears.
It makes me easier to suck my own dick.
Fuck you. All right, let's wrap this up because we have a Watchers episode that we're going to record immediately afterwards.
It's a little early, man.
What time is it?
40 minutes in.
We're 40 minutes in?
Yeah.
All right.
All right, so let's kill 8 more minutes.
It's going to be the Chris Pepper Stanley prep time now because the Davey Mac material is gone.
The Olympics ended.
Oh, that's right.
What do you think overall of the Olympics?
I think NBC missed the mark. NBC is trying to spin it that they had a great Olympics, but compared to the Vancouver Olympics, on average, the ratings were down something like 27%. So I don't know how NBC. Plus, Jay Leno, his last show, he had 9 million viewers. They had the Olympics leading into Jimmy Fallon, and he only got 7 million. So that tells you right there, the Olympics was not very good this year. And it's Americans can't watch fucking tape delay. We just don't want to do it.
Yeah.
And by the way, who can blame you? I don't want to watch fucking taped sports events.
Well, even in the 4 years since Vancouver, like the way people get information has changed drastically. Like more and more people now are just getting stuff from the internet. Now, I try to stay away from ESPN during the day.
Yeah.
During the Olympics, during the last 2 weeks.
You're right. Vancouver was
because like if you went to ESPN, they had right on the front page what happened in the Olympics.
Don't get me started. ESPN is the biggest bunch of fucking dick holes. No,
Suckers, dick
wads.
Suckers too.
Because if the Olympics were on ABC, ESPN wouldn't be doing that shit. But the ESPN purposely let off every single thing.
Yes, of course they did.
Here's who won the gold, so don't watch NBC.
You don't have to give them ratings.
I
Watch
hate them.
Great ABC shows.
I hate you, ESPN, except for Tony Kornheiser and Mike Wilbon. That's it.
I
You
feel
think we should book Wilbon?
I know.
I don't think that'll ever happen though.
Wilbon, we love you. Come on our show, you fucking.
We've bashed everything around you, but
So I thought the Olympics were, and you were saying in Vancouver, what were you saying, that things were a lot simpler than. I mean, Twitter was around, MySpace. I'm just naming things now.
No, but
yeah,
but in general,
oh, here's something. And the NFL says they might take away the Super Bowl from Arizona in 2015.
Good. You know why?
Because of the gay thing?
Because of that
Because of the
fucking.
gay thing.
Yeah.
Because of that John McCain situation that happened in Vietnam.
No, he's a veteran. They're fine with John.
I know, but I was expecting him to take out a whole village, a la Rambo, Instead, he just escaped the prison camp.
Rambo tore shit up.
Especially the last Rambo, which I will gladly admit I watched only because of Pepper's recommendation. And to see a guy simply punch another man's head off.
Yeah.
He killed an entire army by himself, and that's not an exaggeration.
He killed an army. He basically killed a country.
John Rambo.
He killed North Vietnam. He also punched a man's head off. The head came off, the blood
really
with
great.
the neck. I was like, okay, Pepper was right on this one. This is a good movie. I mean, the fucking thing was Sin City.
Oh, it was ridiculous. It was It was like 80 minutes long. It was incredibly entertaining.
Yeah. This is kind of fun. Buck Showalter, former Yankees manager, manager now of the Orioles, asked his 19-year-old prospect, Josh Hart,
For head.
if I wish. I wish they videotaped that shit.
What?
Okay.
No big deal.
You know,
Everyone,
I've noticed a few things. We're coming off as gay on this show.
that's okay. We're gay friendly, aren't we? Okay. We ain't fucking Russia. Okay. Pussy
No, not
Riot.
at
You
all.
want to come in? You want to sit in with Dave Richter and Sean
Yeah.
O and Roy Schaefer?
Do
You
it.
can. So Buck Showalter asked this 19-year-old if he was familiar with Frank Robinson, one of the great Hall of
course.
Famers of all time, who played for the Reds and, of course,
Great hitters.
the Orioles.
Smokey Robinson's brother.
Fine. Thank you,
Jesus
Sean O.
Christ. It's not
By the way, Sean O,
He's on Xanax.
you have until baseball season to laugh at Albert Pujols, and then that's it. I don't want to hear it once baseball season commences. That's the rule. We all know it. So get it out now.
right.
First baseman / DH for the California Angels, Albert Pujols. And he's a hell of a hitter.
Still, this is going on.
The pool.
Albert Pujols. Anyway, Buck Showalter says his 19-year-old kid, do you know Frank Robinson? He says no. So Buck Showalter says, okay, fine. You have to go research it. I want an actual written report on my desk tomorrow.
great.
Frank Robinson.
I love it.
And I was like, I want you back on the Yankees now.
That's great.
You
Girardi,
think
right?
fucking Girardi would pull that shit with like a Cano? And by the way, that's what they needed. And Showalter would have done it. He took Paul O'Neill, who was an established all-star at that time, and said, Paul, listen, you can break a cooler. You can, go a little nuts. But you can't be fucking going so crazy that, because one time O'Neill threw a bunch of bats, nearly hit fucking Donnie Baseball in the temple. He's like, you can't kill our fucking captain, baby.
God, I love Paul O'Neill.
So Showalter has always been one of those fucking managers. It sickens me that Girardi came in to the Yankees as, I'm going to be the disciplinarian guy, and is totally pussied out. I mean, the whole team runs over this guy. They need Showalter fucking back. I don't know if the Yankees can do a trade. Trade Girardi to the Browns. Get 2 picks. Send those 2 picks to fucking Baltimore, and then from Baltimore, send Showalter to New York. See, I'm thinking, sports physicist.
You're not. Who's a sports physicist?
That's Christina.
Carl Sagan?
Carl fucking Sagan's in the house. Is that you, Zach? I guess. Ooh, I liked Roy's little special effect there, though. Roy, Dave Richter comes in only once a year. I think it's only fair if you guys play a fucking song or something. I don't know, a Roadhouse Blues, fucking. I'm just trying to think of something Dave Richter would know. Do you know that song?
He's playing it right now.
Dave, do you know that song?
Not sure.
Yeah, that's right. Hell, I lived in Blacktown and I got myself a beer. Come on, Zach, join the microphone. I woke up this morning, got myself a beer. Hell, the future's uncertain, but the end is always near. Dave Richter, let it roll, baby, roll. Let it roll, baby, roll. Let it roll, baby, roll. Let it roll all night long. And I'll do it. Davey Mac Sports Program. Download. How much time do we have now? 49
Wait,
minutes.
hold on. You've been watching the Combine? Have you been watching the Combine?
Do I want to watch 20-year-old kids jump up and down and have old white men take their measurements?
No, it's funny.
No, I don't watch the fucking combine. You know who watches the combine? The fucking bicycle shop owner in Different Strokes who wanted to rape Dudley.
Producers are 12 years a slave.
Please, Sean. Please hit the credits. I am having a mental breakdown.
Hit the goddamn music, Sean.
We gotta do
Now?
the Watchers.
Hit the fucking music.
All right.
See, now I had to give Pepper the inappropriate Anthony Cumia inappropriate bell because now he's cursing.
You know what's weird? One more thing about the combine. Clowney's gonna go in the first round because of one hit last 2 years
I
ago.
know, it's amazing.
Isn't that
Clowney's
fucking and Gruden losing his mind over it. That's why he's going to go in the first round.
I'll tell you something else about Clowney. I know that they say this guy's a beast and he's fast. He might be a slightly undersized for the position he's playing.
You know what?
They're supposed to be a defensive end.
I got
this
a
guy's not that
nickname
big.
for him. Beast Mode.
Beast mode. I have to tell Marshawn Lynch of Seattle.
Clowney, Beast Mode Clowney.
That name has been taken.
Nope, I just made it up right now.
All right, listen. Hey, I want to thank our special guests, Dave Richter singing on guitar. As always, Zach
Attack.
the crazy motherfucker on the couch. The sports physicist, Christina.
Yes. Science.
Roy Schaefer on keyboard.
Roy.
Shadow on drum. Chris Pepper Stanley on triangle.
That's me.
And Davey Mac on vocals. Good night.
Thank you.